Well, boys and felons, welcome to Anime Guardians. Now, I know I've never posted Anime Guardians in my channel here before, but given as to how they've dropped an update that does have my GOAT, Kaneki, and if my Juzo profile picture and the Aogiri in my name didn't make it obvious enough, I'm somewhat of a Tokyo Ghoul enjoyer, if I'd say so myself. Now, I do play this game on my off time, you know, like when literally every single other tower defense is dead. And especially like cool little updates that they drop here from time to time that I really enjoy animes of. I tend to just hop in. I don't really play it religiously, but I had to hop on. So yeah, if you end up enjoying today's video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, comment down below if you want to see Anime Guardians again in this channel. And without further ado, let's get into it. Look at this beautiful man. Oh my god. My GOAT. Ken Kaneki with his dragon Kakuya. He looks so good, dude. Oh my god. So here's a fun fact. I actually started this channel playing a little game called Tokyo Ghoul Rebirth. And that game ended up, well, shutting down. But they did end up releasing a dragon Kakuya Kaneki, and he was really cool. As you can see here, it's kind of like a limited event where you farm up and there's like a secret drop rate and there's like a whole shop and everything. So it's definitely gonna be a macro event. I'm just gonna hop in here and see how difficult this is. I don't have what is considered quote-unquote the current meta, but I'm hoping that these units are still decently good enough to be able to fight and hopefully win this event. Okay, so wait, if you choose this character, you will receive only this character's evolution items and materials. Okay. Man, you already know then. Why am I bald, bro? Okay, no, we're good now. Alright, right on. So where are they spawning from? Oh, here. Oh, we have a whole animation. Okay. Okay, Rimuru. Ainz, okay. Oh, and he just had... Oh, my God. He just gotta walk. He just gotta walk. What the hell was that? Dragon minion. Okay, so... Let's see. Are we still good? Oh, okay. These are spawns from... Oh! Oh, it's multiple lanes. Oh, right. Where are they spawning from first? Okay, so they are spawning from quite literally everywhere. Oh, can I just place... down by the middle and be okay? Oh dear god, no, we're cooked. Okay, hold on. I need to hold on. Okay, so it seems like this is gonna be kind of similar to the JoJo event, where I have to buy modifiers and stuff, so it's gonna be a long one. I have some stuff to do, so I'm probably gonna make a simple macro and then I'll be back whenever I have the rest. So that took 15 minutes. Okay, hey, look, you won't hear me complain about that. I'm gonna be honest, I sort of expected, to be macroing this for, like, years, but, I will absolutely take that. You will not hear me complain once about that. This is the part where it gets icky. The, rolling part. Oh, at least I made it faster. There we go. Oh, they made it so much faster. Holy crap. Okay, sweet. Not as painful as I thought, to be honest, since it's so fast. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we'll take those. Those are nice stats. We only got 3k. So I will probably keep Exodia fight. Okay, that was like way too quick though. I do want Ultima. Preferably. I would love that one. Exodia again. That was, again, just way too quick. Exodia again. We can get Ultima. Yeah, we can get it. Yeah, we can get Ultima super easy. Yeah, I believe. Exodia again. Exodia again. Alright, you know what? No, screw that. I'm just gonna turn it off. Doesn't seem like it, though. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're gonna get it. So... Alright, well, at least that gives me something to do. Well, okay, well, since I ended up getting, Kaneki a little bit too quick, I figured I should probably end up getting everyone else. So... Right now, I'm in here trying to get Rimuru, and I figured I should also explain that I was totally wrong. It was not going to be a simple macro because you actually have to kill the Dragon Kakujas just so you can actually get the drops here. So As you can see up here, I have a Sukuna, and then down there, I have like 4 different characters, and then over there, if you can see it just down there, I have another Sukuna. That's 3 spawns for the Dragon Kakuya, and I believe it's the only way you can actually get the material drops, just so you can craft each individual unit. Actually, I believe other than Ainz, no one else drops from the Dragon Kakuja thing, because Rimuru, you evolve after you evolve like 3 different versions of him. Kaneki you can craft, and then Ainz you have to, I'm pretty sure, drop. So there we go. We got actually a decent bit of materials for Rimuru. So it's a super easy and simple, I guess, event. You get draws pretty common, as you can see. So I think I'm gonna go up to wave maybe 100, and then probably come back and farm the rest for Ainz. And hopefully I can get him in that little bit. But I also did end up getting Milim. I just couldn't show it, unfortunately. But yeah, I think we have everything for Rimuru. So yep. Okay, there we go. Super simple, super easy evos. I'm actually gonna just for the fun of it, evolve Milim. I don't think she has another evo. No, she doesn't. Okay. And then we just have to jump in, and I believe do the rest for Ainz, and then we should be good. Alright, there's the man himself, Ainz. His model looks pretty solid, actually. Not too bad. Looks pretty solid. Okay, let's start setting up here. So place you, and you, and place Makima, and that should be it. Okay, cool. So yeah, this is what I do pretty much. I place everyone else down there except my Sukunas. Obviously, this team is outdated to all hell at this point. This team is pretty much worthless when it comes to any other more difficult events. So I need to lock in and get like the most meta team right now. But yeah, we're getting literally everything. So Ainz, I don't know what his drop chance is. I wonder if it's clear related or like kill related, or it's just literally a drop chance. But hopefully it won't take us too long. Oh, all right, never mind. That was stupid quick. Word, I guess. Like last time, I'll go to wave 100 and then probably just evolve them, and there's another one. Okay, evolve them and probably roll Exodia. I genuinely don't think I'm gonna get the 0.01% trait on any of these units, actually. All right. Let's see. Does Ainz evolve? He does. Okay. And we have everything. Sweet. There we go. He doesn't evolve again, does he? Oh, he does. Okay. But we do have everything, so doesn't even matter. There we are. So let's go ahead and roll some stats on Ainz and Rimuru, since we already rolled stuff on Kaneki. So there we go. Yep, that works. And then Ainz, where is he? Running low on stat rolls here. I'm gonna have to start buying some from whatever event. Just macro that event and then buy some more. Yeah, I ran out. Holy crap. I'm assuming the event shop is probably here. Yep. Okay, cool. I'm gonna buy one of everything here, even though I don't know what anything is. I'm assuming each individual person's probably artifact or something like that. Oh, they don't sell anything here. Okay. Damn. We're good. The Chainsaw Man event literally came in clutch, so we should be able to probably get something in these 1,000. At least I'd hope. There we go. All right, cool. And then traits. Yeah. We're gonna keep either Exodia or Ultima. Worst case scenario, I'll go for Ultima later in a future date on like Kaneki or something, or whoever's good. Actually, I don't know if any of these characters are even good. Oh, Exodia on Ainz. Quick little Exodia, maybe. Maybe. Yes. No. Really. Bro, the Exodias were raining earlier. Now Oh my god, bro, please. What the hell? Oh, am I gonna run out? No way, right? No, they're not gonna do that to me. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. 182 to get Exodia Kaneki. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that for sure. Watch. Watch. I trust. I trust. I trust. I don't. I got trust issues. Alright, 400 lightweight rate. Lightweight rate. Yep. Yep, that easy. Alright, cool. Forgot you can also limit break the units, so... Yeah, right. Alright. Alright, we got the whole squad here. Evoed and limit broken. So, let's go ahead and start with Irons, actually. So, 6.1 million every 2 seconds. Yeah, this... Okay. If you guys are unfamiliar with anime Guardians, they literally have the most absurd, busted, broken units you could ever think of. And, like, it doesn't even come close. The Sextillion Goku from Anime Last Stand doesn't even come close. So, here we go. Item cash. When the player's yen reaches 1 million plus, every 10,000 yen grants 1 yen stack with a maximum of 30 stacks. If yen drops below 1 million yen stacks, resets to 0. At 100 yen stacks and 1 million plus yen, Ainz begins casting a spell. During casting, yen stacks are locked. If yen drops below 1 million, casting is cancelled. On successful cast, Ainz releases that, dealing 999% of base attack to all enemies in range. If Ainz has 200 yen stacks, deals an additional 250% base attack and inflicts absolute despair, causing enemies to take 200% more damage for 15 seconds. After casting, player's yen decreases by yen stacks times 10,000. If yen falls below 200,000, Ainz suffers treasury exhaustion, reducing attack by 15% for 6 seconds. And then he has Lord of Death. Ainz gains Overlord authority whenever an enemy dies within his range, maximum of 50 stacks. Ainz summons a Dark Knight every 3 waves. When Dark Knight hits an enemy, deal 50% of their HP as damage. Okay, wow. At 10 stacks, Dark Knight and Dark Young deal an additional 3% of enemies' HP damage. At 15 stacks, buff attack by 90%, SPA down by 50%, and increase army walk speed by 100%. At 20 stacks, when Dark Knight or Dark Young dies, they explode, dealing 4% of the army's max HP to nearby enemies. At 25 stacks, Ainz gains 90% attack and 150% army walk speed. At 30 stacks, Ainz summons Dark Young alongside Dark Knight every 3 waves, and their attacks now deal 25% HP. Oh my god. True death percentage. Normal attacks deal an additional 0.7% of enemy max HP as bonus damage. If enemy has more than 70% HP, bonus damage increases to 1%. Ainz has 20 plus Overlord authority stacks. The bonus damage becomes 1.5% max HP. And then, at last, he cannot be stunned. That was genuinely exhausting to read. But as you can see, yes, he does summon a lot. And a lot, and a lot. And then he has the control, which he summons... yeah, he does different things. So he does that, this, and this. Yeah, okay. Ainz is really good, just like I assumed he would be, like the rest of these units. I want to leave my goat for last, so let's go ahead and move on to Rimuru. Rimuru has Void of Authority, Devour Continuum. Every 5 hits inflicts Devour mark, maximum of 5 marked enemies at once. Marked enemies take 15% increased damage from Rimuru. If a marked enemy dies, it explodes, dealing 5% max HP to nearby enemies, and Rimuru gains 10 imaginary data stacks. If 3 or more enemies are marked, Rimuru releases Void Pulse, dealing 180% base attack to nearby enemies. And then he also has imaginary computation core. Rimuru gains imaginary data whenever attacking an enemy and gains an additional stack if the enemy has a special status effect applied. Maximum of 200 stacks. Oh my god. 20 stacks. Rimuru's damage increases by 8%. 100. Additional 40% damage. Another 80% at 200 stacks. 60 stacks. Inflict Void Erosion. Max of 3 stacks. And then 100 stacks. Attacking the same target 4 times triggers Imaginary Collapse, which deals 6% max HP. 150 stacks. Oh my god. 150%. Jesus. 150 stacks. Enemies dying within range trigger void burst, dealing 1% max HP to nearby enemies, and remove instantly gains 5% data stacks. At 200, enters True Imaginary Dominion, gaining 35% increased damage. Additionally, every 25 stacks beyond 100 grant 5% damage, and you can also not get stunned. Oh my god. Reading these while I'm sick is crazy. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Rimuru is broken. Straight up broken. He's the best one of the update, and I can see why. He's just insane. Let's go ahead and move on to my GOAT here, Kaneki. So, Kaneki, Catastrophic Dragon Domain. When enemies die within Kaneki's range, they trigger Kagune Wave, dealing 3% of max HP, 1.5% for bosses, to nearby enemies, and inflict Dragon Scar, causing enemies to take 12% more damage from Kaneki for 5 seconds. If 3 enemies die within 4 seconds in Kaneki's range, Dragon Cataclysm triggers, dealing 220% base attack to enemies in range, and Kaneki gains 8 saturation stacks. Dude, what is with these people just getting stacks and stacks of shit, bro? Dragon Cell Saturation Overload. Kaneki gains Dragon Cell Saturation each time he attacks an enemy, and gains an extra stack if the enemy has less than 40% HP, with a maximum of 180 stacks. Every 15 stacks, increases attack by 10%. 50 stacks, inflicts Corrupted Flesh, causing enemies to lose stack amount percent HP every second. Not sure what that means. For 3 seconds, and then bosses only take half of that damage. At 100 stacks, attacking the same target 3 times triggers Internal Rupture, which deals 5% of the max HP of that enemy. At 150 stacks, Kaneki gains 40% attack every 20 stacks. Oh my god, okay. Yo, so they do damage, bro. They got the same ALS passives. They just do more damage and damage when they attack more and more. Yeah. I don't know what to say. These units are obviously meant to be easily obtainable and absolutely overpowered beyond belief. This game really doesn't care about like hard stages or anything. They just really just want people to enjoy super overpowered units. So there's really no end goal to this game. You kind of just grind out whatever unit drops, and then you get them and you just enjoy them. So yeah. He also has, oh my god, okay, so he summons people, he does damage, and he also does damage. Let's summon people. Let's see okay, so it's the dragon helpers. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, that was everyone. Again, super simple, easily obtainable busted characters. I don't know what else to say. They are insane, but yeah, overall super simple update. Not bad at all. I'm pretty sure the next update they are sneaking already, so if you guys want more Anime Guardians, let me know. But anyway, yeah, that was a video.